Hello friends, this is Neha Shukla, Bariatric Nutritionist with ASA Bariatrics, and your host for the day. We all have been facing crisis and very bravely have passed these months with a smile on our face, with a lot of kindness in our heart. But now looking at the scenario, obesity has become one of the topics that is of a huge concern in medical field. Today we are going to understand and look at aspects on how obesity in itself is an invitation to a lot of many health concerns. You must have read in the newspapers and saw in certain news channels on how obesity have caused high risks in the pandemic and worsened the situation. Now being a nutritionist myself and consulting large number of people, patients, there's another factor that I've come across this pandemic, and that is stress, anxiety, and depression. Did you know that stress, anxiety, or being depressed, any mental health issues have direct links to your obesity? Yeah, you read it right. Now the question is, what do we do? Thousands of inquiries we have received today, and it's going to be addressed today by finest of health experts of our panel: diet, fitness, or if you want to get treated for your obesity, or to find more, do not go anywhere and stay tuned. We're gonna soon start. So I hope we have all the panels. The best panelists on board today, starting with our very own Dr. Manish Motwani, who is one of the top surgeons in the country, metabolic and bariatric surgeon in India, and is director at ASA Bariatrics, which is a center of excellence in bariatric surgery. Next, we have Dr. Vidhi Lilani, who is a practicing physiotherapist since 25 years, specializing in obesity-related bone and joint issues and rehabilitation. We also have Dr. Ruita Atle, MBBS MD Psychiatry, practicing child and adult psychiatry and obesity-related mental health issues and psychological impacts. Hello, doctors, and happy to have you on board today. So,
Pleasure.
yes, sir. So today, since as I said, we have gathered a lot of queries today. So I'm going to bombard with a lot of questions to all of you today with your expertise and help people solve their doubts. To start with, the very first question is to Dr. Manish Motwani. How unsafe do you think, sir, during this lockdown, is it for an obesity person? We all know there are a lot of health issues going around, but for a person with obesity, how unsafe it gets?
Sneha, you would have read in the newspapers, lots of papers have come out on this. Uh, I'll just give you a small brief about obesity and COVID. So we have dedicated one of it's a 50-bedded center, which is now totally a COVID center. And I'm talking about that one center of ours. We have treated hundreds of patients over there.
Yeah.
60% of the patients who have required ICU treatment have been obese. 75% of the patients who have required ventilatory support have been obese. Obesity is a huge medical problem. It is called as mother of all diseases. When obesity comes, it brings with it multiple other medical problems like diabetes, blood pressure, heart diseases, sleep apnea, various other medical problems. And these problems decrease your immunity and make you more susceptible to any other secondary infection. And in this case, during this lockdown, the most prominent infection has been COVID-19. And obesity has been one of the highest risk factors. It has been one of the highest risk factors along with hypertension and diabetes and increased age, which has brought many patients to the hospital for care, shifted many patients to ICU, and many of them have required ventilator care. So yes, obesity is a grave problem, and we should take every step, even during this lockdown period, to ensure that we help patients by reducing their comorbidities. उनके अंदर जो मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम्स है उसे कम करें. अगर हम कैसे भी मोटापे को कम करके उनका हेल्थ इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं, I think so this is time that we should look out for that too.
Very true, sir. It's high time that we consider obesity for what it is, a really terrific disease which brings in a lot of other health concerns accordingly. Now we have Dr. Ruita, to who I would really like to ask a very important question, because when I counsel patients, I get this a lot. Now, I personally know how stress and obesity is directly related. I would like to ask you and give your expertise. Do you really think mental health and obesity has direct relationship? If yes, how?
Obesity and stress are very closely related. Our mental health, our mood, our stress affects our body weight directly. Majorly, it affects in three ways. First is the hormonal way. When we are under stress, when we are depressed, the body releases a stress hormone called cortisol.
Okay.
What this hormone does, it makes your body crave glucose, that is sugar. So it increases your appetite. Second, it also increases the fat deposition around your stomach, or the tummy fat, what we call. Third thing, it slows body's metabolism, and also increases the resistance to insulin. What happens during that is it is makes us more difficult to lose weight. The second pathway in which where stress affects our weight is it induces certain unhealthy habits in us. The first thing is emotional eating. When we are down, when we are low, we feel like eating, gorging on desserts, having some sweets, having some fried foods. Usually, the cravings are for sugary foods, for fatty foods, or junk foods. The next thing it does is it decreases our motivation for exercise. When we are down and low, we don't feel like going for exercise. We are less active. We feel more like sleeping. Also, we feel like skipping meals. Skipping meals slows down metabolism and again increases our body's property to store fat. The third effect that stress has is its effects on sleep. Stress disturbs our normal sleep cycles. Having an effect, good sleep is very important for reducing weight. When your sleep is disturbed, your body tends to put on weight, and the slower metabolism reduces our potential to lose weight faster. So this is how stress affects obesity.
Very true, Dr. Ruita. And I think not many people understand the concept of stress directly leading to weight gain. People think I follow diet, I do exercise, but why do I still gain weight? So it's important that we also manage stress, especially during these times when stress and anxiety is like a everyday thing and it has become a normalcy. We really need to take care of it. Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
So this one's for you. So we all know that with this lockdown, we are also confined into these four walls, leading to not work out and getting one good already made reason that I cannot work out since I can't go out, right?
Mhm.
So please tell me, what is the importance of physical workout or training in one's life to manage their health and also weight? And can you give us certain suggestions on how people can work out at home right now? Also, there are a lot of obese patients who already have a lot of weight. They give reasons that I cannot work out because it gives me troubles on my knees and my joints. So how do you tackle all that?
Yeah, so generally speaking about the obese class of people, workouts for this class of people has to be very well planned, has to be very well scheduled and customized for them, because most of them also have complications of blood pressure, diabetes. Many of them must be having weak musculature, poor joints, joint pains, back pains. So for this class of people to do any kind of an exercise without any supervision or without any monitoring is really difficult for them at home. Of course, if they have somebody to monitor them, this is the way you do your exercises, this is what you do, the entire thing has to be planned and customized very well after seeing or after assessing them, right? Now, for a normal person who's been exercising very regularly, for them it is very easy to do with their trainers on Zoom or on video calls or something. But for obese people, it becomes a little difficult because they have to be constantly monitored at the same time. Now, for such people, it is always better that they do very safe exercises, probably lying down or mat exercises, nothing too heavy. So no jumps, no aerobics, no skipping, no brisk walks, because that will immediately put a load on their joints and may give them bad back pains and knee pains, and further demotivate them to do anything. So what I would advise for such people, yes, if they are on the higher side of the weight, if they are obese, a better option would always be to do some kind of diet, or even if diet is not possible, maybe a bariatric surgery. Post surgery, once their weight is leveled and once their parameters or their morbid factors of diabetes and blood pressure have come under control, then it's far much more easier for them to exercise. Exercise even at home unsupervised is okay for such people then, once they have been given a draw line of the exercise schedules.
Absolutely. So it all comes down to having a basic physical workout in either form, whatever is comfortable for an individual, and have some flexible exercises for people who find it that also difficult due to their extra load on knees and joints because of the weight. Must surely go for a better options like bariatric surgery. Hi, Bhakti.
Hi.
So, as we know, lockdown has limited food items available, and we both have personally seen a lot of people talking about immunity, tackling immunity through nutrients, having kadha, but nobody is talking about obesity, how obesity itself hampers the immunity of an individual. So,
Hmm.
directly working only on immunity is not really going to help. So, I want you to give your expertise advice that how to manage your weight or lose weight and also boost the immunity levels of an individual.
Right. So this is one very good point which we've also seen, and I think a lot of people have been ignoring that. Apart from whatever is the current situation going on, which is the COVID or the pandemic that is going on, we also have to focus on the basic underlying condition. Because if we see the stats, people who are getting hospitalized or getting on the ventilators and everything, they diabetics, obese, etc. So they are behind getting immune for COVID. They are forgetting the basic line. So what I recommend everyone is whatever the food is available, for be it your whole grains, whatever fruits are available, whatever vegetables are available, is very important to take each and every food group, from your cereals to your dals and pulses, fruits, vegetables, and your milk and milk products. All of these are very necessary in your daily routine. Reducing obesity is also important, but along with that, we also have to see that whatever nutrients are required, you get it. The major nutrients that are necessary for your immunity are your vitamin C, your zinc, and your vitamin D. All of these nutrients are available in every healthy food item that we eat from your whole grains. They are very high in zinc also, they are high in vitamins also, they are high in fiber also, which is in turn going to give you good weight loss. And along with that, whatever kind of workout that Dr. Vidhi also just suggested, you can go ahead with those kind of workout also. The only bottom line is, behind your COVID, do not forget your basic medical conditions that you have, like your obesity. And the other question of supplementing with these, why not? But make sure that you are contacting your doctor or nutritionist before taking any kind of supplements, because we can't forget that if you're a diabetic or you're a hypertensive, or those medicines don't suit you.
Thank you, Bhakti. So true that it is all about managing a wholesome nutrition at micro level where you have a lot of fibers and antioxidants which are going to get it through fruits, natural fruits and vegetables, seasonal fruits and vegetables, and try to treat the major root cause of your immunity, hampered immunity, such as obesity. Once you treat that, you automatically balance your immunity levels.
Right.
So thank you, Bhakti.